Welcome to the second part in our series on quadratic solutions. In this video we're going to talk about the quadratic formula and its discriminant. Here we have a quadratic equation, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And the coefficients that we're going to use in the quadratic formula are the a coefficient of the x squared term, the b coefficient of the x term, and the c, which is the constant. The quadratic formula looks like this. X equals minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times ac, and this entire thing over 2 times the a coefficient. So this is what the quadratic formula looks like. And you see in red we have the coefficients. Now there's this is the discriminant. There's a discriminant test we can do, which that kind of gives us a heads up on how many solutions we're going to get from this formula. So if we do the discriminant test, the discriminant test comes down to three things. If this number under the square root sign is 0, you have 0 here, and you only have the one term, minus b over 2. So let's write the discriminant down first, and I'll just call it small d. Discriminant equals b squared minus 4ac. Now, if the discriminant, if d is equal to 0, then we have one solution. Now, if this discriminant is positive, then we have a real number, square root of a positive number, and we have minus b plus this number and minus b minus this number. So we have two real solutions. So if the discriminant is greater than 0, we have two real solutions. And then the third situation is when this discriminant, the number under the square root sign, is negative. And if it's negative, the square root of a negative number is an imaginary number or complex. It's not a real solution. So in that case, where it's a negative number, we just write no real solutions. So we'll just put that over here. If the discriminant is less than 0 or negative, then there are no real solutions. So there's our three. If the discriminant is 0, we have one solution. If the discriminant is positive, we have two real solutions. And if the discriminant is negative, we have no real solutions. So this is a basic explanation of the quadratic formula and the discriminant test.